Astonishingly well-preserved lion cub found in Russia's Siberian permafrost is 28,000 years old.
They've been on ice for 46,000 years. Ancient worms that had been dormant in the permafrost have been revived by scientists.
From a 42,000-year-old frozen horse to ancient viruses said to be far deadlier than Ebola, our planet still hides countless secrets beneath its frozen surface. Deep within layers of permafrost, entire worlds from the Ice Age remain locked in time. From towering mammoths to extinct wolf species that once roamed the frozen tundras thousands of years ago. These creatures, and even ancient microbes, have been perfectly preserved for ages, waiting to be uncovered.
A 46,000-year-old roundworm from a Siberian permafrost.
Permafrost is any ground that stays completely frozen, at 0 degrees Celsius or below, for at least 2 consecutive years. Because of its icy grip, it prevents decay, keeping the remains of animals frozen in time, their flesh, fur, and even DNA preserved as if they perished only yesterday.
The dead animal still had its fur, internal organs, and skeleton intact.
A 42,000-year-old horse foal. That's like discovering a traveler from the Ice Age itself. This tiny creature, perfectly frozen in permafrost, has left scientists absolutely stunned. It belonged to a horse species that vanished long ago during the late Pleistocene, and now it offers an unbelievable window into a world that no longer exists. But here's the part that truly defies logic. Even after tens of thousands of years, its blood and urine were still preserved. It's as if nature's freezer kept this little foal untouched by time. The place where it was uncovered is nicknamed the Mouth of Hell, a dramatic name for a pit that opens straight into the frozen depths of ancient Earth. Researchers believe the foal, only about 2 months old, likely fell in and became trapped, frozen in an instant, and preserved ever since. Scientists are now studying its remarkably intact body, especially its blood, to uncover what secrets it might hold. Some even dream of reviving this long-lost species, blending cutting-edge genetics with the preserved DNA, a concept that sounds like something straight out of Jurassic Park. Only this time, it's a prehistoric horse instead of a dinosaur. Believe it or not, scientists have uncovered a 35,000-year-old bear, astonishingly well preserved within the frozen ground. This Ice Age relic, a brown bear that remained untouched for tens of thousands of years, was first spotted by local herders on a remote Arctic island. When experts arrived, they were stunned. The creature's body was almost intact, frozen in time by nature's own deep freeze. The bear, nicknamed the Etherican brown bear after a nearby river, was found partially emerging from the permafrost, as if the Ice Age itself had decided to return it to us. Despite the unimaginable passage of time, its fur, flesh, and even stomach contents remained preserved. Inside, scientists discovered bird feathers and bits of plants, offering an incredible glimpse into what this animal ate thousands of years ago. Standing about 5 feet tall and weighing roughly 172 kilograms, the bear is a stunning reminder of how powerful the permafrost's preservation can be. Researchers are carefully studying its remains, running genetic and microbiological tests to uncover what secrets lie within. Early findings reveal that the bear's mitochondrial DNA closely matches that of modern brown bears, suggesting a direct connection that has survived across tens of millennia. This isn't just any wolf head, it's the first ever partial carcass of an adult Pleistocene steppe wolf, a now extinct lineage that split from modern wolves long ago. Back in 2018, a hunter made a jaw-dropping discovery: the severed head of a wolf, frozen solid for nearly 32,000 years. When scientists examined it, they were stunned. The fur was still soft, the teeth perfectly intact, and most unbelievably, the brain had survived the passage of time. The permafrost had turned this Ice Age predator into a natural time capsule. Researchers from Russia and Japan teamed up to study the specimen, using advanced imaging and dating techniques to confirm its age and origin. The results revealed that this wolf lived during the Ice Age, belonging to a long-lost branch of the species. Despite being shorter than modern wolves, the head alone measured about 16 inches long, enormous for its time. Every detail, from the preserved fur to the undamaged brain, tells a story about how these wolves once lived and hunted in a frozen world. It also adds to a growing list of incredible Ice Age discoveries, including frozen cave lion cubs unearthed from the same region. This ancient predator's head offers scientists a rare window into the evolution and resilience of wolves, and into a time when the tundra echoed with the howls of beasts that haven't walked the earth in tens of thousands of years. In 2016, a lucky gold miner in Yukon found something far more incredible than gold. While blasting frozen ground with his water cannon, he uncovered a wolf pup frozen for 57,000 years. This tiny Ice Age survivor was named Jur, which means wolf in the local Trondek Huichin language. It is the most complete Ice Age wolf mummy ever found. Scientists believe Jur was about 7 weeks old, just finishing her milk-drinking phase. Her life ended tragically when her den collapsed, burying her alive. Yet that tragedy became a miracle for science. The permafrost acted like a natural freezer, keeping her entire body intact. Her fur, bones, and even internal organs survived perfectly, giving researchers an unprecedented look into the life of a prehistoric wolf. By studying Jur's teeth and stomach contents, scientists can learn what she ate. Did she hunt small animals, or was fish like the salmon in nearby rivers a part of her diet? Each detail helps piece together how these Ice Age wolves lived, grew, and survived. Jur isn't just a frozen pup. She's a time capsule, a tiny messenger from a world that existed tens of thousands of years ago, showing us what life was like in the Ice Age. Among the most extraordinary discoveries ever unearthed from the Ice Age is Lyuba, a 41,000-year-old baby woolly mammoth, perfectly preserved in frozen ground. Her discovery stunned scientists and captured hearts around the world, offering one of the clearest glimpses into a time when giant beasts roamed the earth. Lyuba's preservation was nothing short of miraculous. Researchers believe she drowned in an icy river and was quickly buried beneath layers of mud and silt. This natural burial sealed her from scavengers and stopped decay in its tracks, locking her body in a state of near perfection for over 40 millennia. To protect this delicate specimen, scientists took extraordinary measures. Lyuba has been kept at freezing temperatures since her discovery, carefully sealed in a vacuum-packed enclosure to prevent drying or bacterial damage. Using advanced scanning technology, researchers have been able to map her internal organs in incredible detail, even identifying traces of milk and vegetation in her stomach, revealing what she ate, how she grew, and how she lived. Every part of Lyuba tells a story, from her tiny tusks to her preserved skin. Through her, scientists are piecing together not only the biology of mammoths, but also the harsh world they inhabited, a world of freezing winds, vast tundras, and constant struggle for survival. A woolly rhinoceros, frozen for around 20,000 years, was discovered in Yakutia, a land known for its freezing winters. In December, temperatures plunged to minus 40 degrees, locking the ground in solid ice. Experts say this rhino is better preserved than any found before, making it an extraordinary find. Abayski, the region where it was found, has a history of amazing discoveries, including another woolly rhinoceros in a gold mine. Scientists from the Northeastern Federal University worked with Swedish researchers to study the rhino's tissues. This frozen giant offers a rare window into life during the Ice Age. In 1979, a group of gold miners stumbled upon something extraordinary buried deep in the frozen ground, the remains of a 36,000-year-old steppe bison, later nicknamed Blue Babe. This Ice Age giant had been locked in Alaska's permafrost for tens of thousands of years, its body preserved in remarkable condition. The miners first noticed a strange blue-colored hide emerging from the ice, a tint caused by natural chemical reactions during freezing. Fearing the remains might decay, scientists led by Dale Guthrie rushed to recover the bison's head and neck before it thawed. It was grueling work in sub-zero temperatures, but the effort paid off. The specimen was nearly flawless. Analysis revealed that Blue Babe had met a violent end. The deep claw marks across its body suggested it was attacked by an Ice Age American lion, one of the most fearsome predators of its time. Moments later, the body froze, perfectly preserving the snapshot of a deadly encounter from the Pleistocene. But Blue Babe's story doesn't end there. After restoration, Guthrie and his team decided to honor their discovery in a rather unusual way, by cooking a stew made from a small piece of its neck. To their surprise, it was reportedly edible. A strange, almost symbolic connection between the modern world and the Ice Age past. A team of international scientists says they have identified a pair of extinct Ice Age lions that are among the best preserved specimens ever found. Buried deep within ancient permafrost, these cubs, nicknamed Sparta and Boris, had been frozen in time for nearly 28,000 years. Found by mammoth tusk hunters near a remote riverbank, their discovery offered one of the clearest windows yet into the lives of predators that once ruled the Ice Age tundra. Sparta, the older cub, still bears a regal look. Her tiny whiskers, golden fur, and paws almost untouched by time. Beside her rests Boris, the younger cub, his coat still soft, his face peaceful. Scientists were astonished by their condition. Every strand of fur, Every whisker, even their organs, remained intact after tens of thousands of years beneath the ice. At first, experts believed the two cubs were twins, but closer analysis revealed a surprising truth. Boris lived around 43,000 years ago, while Sparta dates to roughly 28,000 years ago, separated by over 15,000 years, yet preserved as if they had fallen asleep together. How did they die? That mystery still lingers. Perhaps a mudslide or a collapsed den sealed them beneath the ground in an instant. Whatever the cause, their remarkable state of preservation is a gift from the Ice Age, allowing scientists to study their bodies, their genetics, and even their last meals. Found deep within the frozen ground of the north, this young male woolly mammoth had been entombed in permafrost, earth that remains frozen year-round, for more than 22,500 years. From its size and bone structure, scientists believe the mammoth was only 3 to 4 years old when it died. Over time, the intense cold caused its body to twist and shift, yet its remains survived remarkably well. Even after tens of thousands of years, patches of its light, straw-colored hair still cling to its skin, offering a rare glimpse of what these ancient giants once looked like. The Yukagir mammoth is more than just a fossil. It's a window into the distant past. By studying its remains, researchers can piece together details about the environment, climate, and ecosystems that shaped the world during the Pleistocene epoch. Every bone and hair tells part of the story of how mammoths lived, struggled, and adapted in a frozen wilderness. Meet Dogor, an extraordinary 18,000-year-old wolf dog pup discovered frozen in the Siberian permafrost. His name, meaning friend in the Yakut language, hints at a connection that spans millennia. Found near the Indigirka River in 2018, Dogor's perfectly preserved remains have fascinated scientists ever since. Despite extensive testing, Dogor's exact lineage remains a mystery. He is neither fully a wolf nor fully a dog, possibly representing a missing link in canine evolution. His tiny body, frozen at just 2 months old, shows incredible preservation. Head, nose, whiskers, mouth, and milk teeth all intact. The cause of his death is still unknown. Scientists are undeterred by this mystery. Researchers at the Center for Paleogenetics in Sweden sequenced DNA from a rib bone, confirming Dogor was male, but he still defies classification as either wolf or dog. This raises an exciting possibility. Dogor could be a common ancestor of both wolves and domestic dogs, shedding light on the early evolution of one of humanity's most loyal companions. As further DNA analysis continues, Dogor reminds us that the Ice Age still holds secrets. Stories of life, death, and evolution, perfectly frozen and waiting to be discovered. These small, whitish to transparent, unsegmented worms are among the most abundant creatures on Earth. They've shown astonishing resilience. None more so than an ancient nematode discovered 130 feet deep in frozen ground, sealed inside a prehistoric squirrel's burrow. Dating back tens of thousands of years, this tiny survivor stunned scientists when, after being carefully thawed in a laboratory, it did the unthinkable. It came back to life. This miraculous revival was made possible through cryptobiosis, a state in which metabolic activity nearly stops but never entirely ceases. Once revived, the nematode didn't just stir, it fed and reproduced, continuing a life that had paused for millennia. Even more astonishing, it reproduced asexually, needing no partner to create offspring, a perfect strategy for survival in harsh environments. Scientists who expected nothing more than a brief twitch of movement instead witnessed genuine vitality. Despite being frozen since the Ice Age, this nematode defied extinction, demonstrating how life can endure against impossible odds. Its descendants are still being studied today, offering clues about the limits of biology and the nature of survival itself. This ancient worm's return is more than science. It's a story of life refusing to die. The Tumat puppy is a remarkable discovery from Siberia's frozen permafrost, dating back 12,400 years. Perfectly preserved, this tiny canine, possibly an extinct species, has fascinated scientists around the world. Found near an ancient human settlement, the puppy raises fascinating questions about how early humans and dogs interacted. Tragically, the puppy appears to have died in a landslide, but the ice turned it into a natural time capsule, preserving it almost perfectly. Even its brain and soft tissues survive thousands of years, offering an unprecedented opportunity for researchers to study the life of Ice Age animals and their connections to humans. The Tumat puppy isn't just a scientific specimen, it's a window into the past. Its DNA and tissues may help rewrite what we know about ancient human societies, showing how early people and their animal companions lived side by side. This tiny frozen pup reminds us of the resilience of life and history, preserved in the icy wilderness for millennia. As scientists continue to unlock its secrets, the Tumut puppy stands as a poignant symbol of the enduring bond between humans and animals, stretching back tens of thousands of years. In 2012, scientists made a surprising discovery in the Siberian permafrost, a 300-year-old mummified woman carrying the smallpox virus. While mummified humans have been found before, this case reminded the world that ancient pathogens can survive frozen for centuries. Even more remarkable is the story of the Siberian ice maiden, discovered in 1993. She lived around 2,500 years ago, during the 5th century BC, and was part of the Pazyryk culture, a nomadic people. Found in a frozen tomb, her body was incredibly well preserved, with tattoos still visible. She was buried with 2 horses, food, tables, and even a cup made from a horse's hoof, showing she likely held high status, possibly even a priestess. Scientists also found cannabis, suggesting it may have been used for pain relief. She is believed to have died from breast cancer or a fall, somewhere between 20 and 30 years old. Her tomb remained undisturbed for over 2,000 years, until her discovery. Recently, another tomb was found nearby, showing how these burial sites were reused. Findings like these are like real-life time travel, giving scientists incredible insights into ancient life. But as permafrost melts, there's a reminder that some ancient discoveries may also bring hidden dangers, including viruses we thought were long gone. With all these incredible discoveries, scientists still have so much to uncover, from mysteries of the past to the possibility of reviving extinct Ice Age animals. Permafrost isn't exciting for everyone. For some scientists, it can be scary. That's because it can hide things that were frozen thousands of years ago, and some of them can be dangerous. In 2014, researchers found a giant virus called Pythovirus sibericum trapped in the ice for over 30,000 years. When they thawed it in the lab, it came back to life and could infect its host, tiny amoebas. It couldn't hurt humans, but it showed that ancient viruses can survive frozen for a very long time. The danger doesn't stop with viruses. Bacteria and parasites can also stay frozen, waiting to be released. In 2016, thawing permafrost caused an anthrax outbreak that killed more than 2,000 reindeer and a 12-year-old boy. The bacteria had been frozen in a reindeer carcass for decades. These discoveries are a warning. The ice doesn't just keep fossils safe. It can also trap diseases we don't fully understand yet. As permafrost melts, some of these long-lost microbes could come back, a reminder that the past can still affect the present. The frozen world continues to reveal secrets that are both fascinating and sometimes chilling. And speaking of discoveries, here's one for you. Our team noticed that 99% of viewers watch our videos without subscribing. Since you've made it this far, you clearly enjoyed the journey through time with us. If you did, let us know in the comments what amazed you the most. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you won't miss our next incredible adventure into the prehistoric world. Thank you for watching, and stay curious. The Ice Age still has many secrets waiting to be uncovered.